What's going on, guys? We are going to be working on the game case today. Final set. I noticed on my last stream that we were trying to play um, the NES, and I discovered that the emulator wasn't configured, I should say. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to make sure all my emulators work correctly. And the best way to start it all depends on how you have Hyperspin set up. But I do use Rocket Launcher for my Hyperspin. I'm going to load up Rocket Launcher UI, the user interface for Rocket Launcher UI, and it would be able to show me what emulator I'm using on that certain system. When I originally did my drive, I had a lot of emulators downloaded. Like, let me show you. For example, my Super Nintendo, even my NES. NES, I use this one, so this is one. Let me show you. I think I might have cleaned it up. I totally forgot. But I think my Super Nintendo, yeah. You can see here, my Super Nintendo, I have 3 different emulators going on. I believe I use BSNES. That's why I run the Rocket Launcher UI to show and make sure that I know 100% which one I have to configure. I don't do any updates. I never update. Usually this, I have an airplane mode. We'll actually run that now so we don't have a hiccup. Put that on. Okay, let us go down the list, I guess we could do. So in case you don't know how Rocket Launcher UI is, you have to set this up. This isn't pre-made, you have to set this up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to emulators, and I am running for this. I might as well go down the list. So we have to run EMU 7800. I'm going to go here, I believe right here, EMU 7800. I shouldn't really have to do this. It's usually, like, my files are usually very done and set. But let us see what we have to do. Oh, you know what? Before I even touch that, since I'm already in this, I might as well just run the test. Let's do one that I know I could do, which is I always do Centipede. Again, this is took the time to get all the emulators, and I went to go get all the ROMs, so you're gonna have to take the same time. You're looking at about like 6 months worth of Hyperspin work.
Loading complete.
Let's see if you're, oh god, oh, this seems fine. See, some of them I don't have to wait. Let's exit out. Let's see if I usually do that. That's the main one. It says the Centipede. Which other one I want to do? There's always like 2 of them that I always. If I was in the Hyperspin menu, I'd be able to see it. Let's go on Pac-Man real quick.
Loading complete.
Oh, cool. I always like to just double check, make sure that. Oh, I'm cornered. Oh. Okay, let me see real quick. On every game case, you have the control layout. This is the Atari 2600. I believe that we're working on, correct? It could be. Yeah. And I believe the emulator works the same for the 7800. Got it. Fire 1, Fire 2, pause, select. Simple. Okay. Well, it definitely works, so we're okay with that. Close that out. If I do the 7800 emulator, yeah, I have it there. The Atari 5200 is running Cat 52. If we go back, it should open. And when you get this, this is already set. You don't have to do any of this. I'm just doing it now because this one is going out. I'm just kind of showing you the way in case you don't have to buy mine, but maybe you can learn and you can kind of see the process that this takes. So we are going to grab a game. I always do Centipede for some reason, only because it like loads fast, I guess. So centipede, we have to configure it. Oh, maybe not. No, we have to configure it. I have a fire, but not this stick. Okay. Oh, we have to configure that. So we have to run cat 52. So I'm doing cat 52 for the Atari 5200. We have to go into options, input. Okay. So this is what happened. I noticed that this is what happened with the NES too. That that's why I'm telling you now, that's why you can't just copy and paste stuff. That's the thing about the hard drives on like YouTube, on eBay I should say. You just can't copy and paste stuff. So this is already, the button seems to be set. It was just the controller wasn't right. We have to definitely go here. Again, I'm running a Zinmo. The Zinmo is connected via USB. If you go back on the other ones, you'll see how I did it, how I, connected the Zinmo. This is fine now. That's always it. The joysticks are always the ones that you can never really copy and paste over. Okay, if we run this correctly, test it out again. Check my start button. Okay, let me fix that. That's why you can never really jump. See, I shouldn't have done that. Should have configured to make sure everything was right. Options, input, start. I had a button 7. Why? Okay, see like this, I'm looking at the numbers, a little fishy, so luckily I have on Facebook my my controller layout. This way I don't have to keep dropping down the screen. Let me load that up. The game key. Sorry. Let me just load up again because I have the control thing on my personal Facebook. So let me just load that up real quick. This way I don't. That's another thing that I like to make sure that everything's consistent. You can't be lazy. So this again, this is the 5200. So we're doing the game case, and I have it all here. Okay, so player 1 start. And again, I'd rather be safe, and we're going to just do everything. My pause button is here. My reset button is here. This says top button is there. Bottom button is there. Up, down, left, right, I got. Okay, this one now. Start button. Auto detect, and you just press it. You click what you want. It'll give you the breakdown here. This is why I'm doing it. This device number. I've never seen that before. We have the start, pause. This one here. My reset here. Top button was here. Bottom button was down. Oh. Yeah. We got the hang of it. I could see like the part number. Bottom number we got. I could see here that it's, oh, see the left didn't lock in. You can see it right there. That's fine. This should be okay now. Press enter on that. We're going to exit this. You always want to exit. Don't just hit escape. You got to exit out. Some emulators you have to like exit out and then it'll save it. Again, I'm always running Centipede.
Complete.
I'm not sure if the Elgato is going to pick it up. So, player 1 start works. This is all good. Fire button. Oof. Good. Reset. Perfect. Start. Good. Perfect. Path 52 is set. Now again, depending on the emulator, there are some emulators that will be able to work with like 2 different systems, so you could keep that in mind. I know that the 7800 is the same as the Atari 2600, so we'll do the same thing. I will always forever load up Centipede. It's just an easy,
Loading complete.
It's an easy, quick game. I just want to see if they got it. Make sure everything works. Okay, next one, the Atari Jaguar. I always load up Pitfall. I liked that game as a kid. I never finished it. It's a great game. Let's load up Pitfall. While that's loading up, I'm going to load up my phone. Okay, see everything here. ABC. Okay, so we're going to test this in Hyperspin. And make sure that this opens up full screen. Controls are there. This one looks like I'm running it as if it's a joystick. So this right now is not going to work, but if I run joystick, again, remember, joystick is a program that mimics this as a keyboard. So I know for a fact that this one, that emulator, it might be joystick, only because I just saw the layout of it. Everything is okay. So, one more time. It might not be configured right. But this is why we test everything.
Loading complete.
You just gotta test it. Like, again, I make these and I sell these, so I test it. Once you do it one time, you'll be okay. But I make these have to be. I don't want to get no phone calls from anyone that doesn't work. Okay, so definitely right now, no. So we're gonna go to configure. This right now we're doing virtual Jaguar. That's what I run, virtual Jaguar. See if we have keyboards and that. So we're gonna define all up. Oh, I exited out entirely. What the hell happened?
Loading complete.
That little forward. It's recognizing it as the thing. It's how. See? This I know perfect. This thing, whenever you got mine, mine is my button one is enter Q, but I never run it as enter. Because enter most of the time is start. That doesn't work. Right. Oh, and one. But that's because this is, I have to just keep it like that. Pauses that. Okay. Bullet number 2. Let's go. Save everything. Now if I try to play this, this will not be on. have to just set up player 2, controller, the keyboard. Player 2 though, it is recognizing the Zenmo. Some of them don't recognize the Zenmo. I know that for a fact. Some of them that recognize it as Zenmo. This one says my pause. That and that. If I press the click, it's still player 1. Oh. Leave that. Using the map there. Okay. Make sure I exit. Guys, one. Rarely get that. I would love to talk while I'm doing it, but essentially this Jaguar, you cannot have the keyboard play as both player 1 and player 2. That's why you have to do, you gotta do it like that. So we mapped 1, the keyboard is for controller number 2, and the Zenmo is controller number 1. And honestly, I think that's the only virtual Jaguar that does that. Always tested. Give it a try. Good, up, good, and boom. We got the pause, but my start button doesn't do anything. We are Gucci. Exit out. Well, now before we exit to full screen. Let's see if I get full screen might be the good. Okay. I hate Daphne. Daphne is, I'll be honest, I can't stand Daphne. I try to play it, and it's either me, I'm just not good at that. What do I play? I think, what's that, Dungeons game or something like that? I'm just not that good at this game. It doesn't make sense. Allow the access. That's another reason why you want to test. You want to make sure. Again, this is different on my part, but sometimes you gotta allow stuff, accesses, and all that. Dragon's Lair. This one. If I were to do a stream on this, you would be laughing at me. Okay, this right here is running off of Start 1. This is using my keyboard. Daphne's okay. That's using keyboard inputs. I know for a fact. Future Pinball. Yes. Always get to double check if Future Pinball is definitely a keyboard. Like it's gonna read the keyboard, so. Seconds of this comment down something. Okay, we're back. Let me load up Future Pinball. Let's just load up the table. And we have to make sure that it's sent the right way. Game keys, yes. Okay, this is definitely We're fine with that. I know for a fact that that's fine. And we're gonna do hyperspin testing on that. Ma'am, I've been playing it. Mugen sucks. I don't know why people are overhyped about this, but you have to actually go into each individual game and edit it, so I don't even touch that. The N64 is the Xbox controllers. We don't touch that. The DS before anything is gonna load up. It's running DES. MU. Yes, right here. I usually do a Mario game. Oh, Mario Party. Oh no, they do Street Fighter because we like to make sure I don't even have Street Fighter. Unless there was no Street Fighter. It says I have all the ROMs here, so according to like that all is based on what database you put into it. So my database that I have, it says that I have it. Let's load up Super Mario. I usually did Super Mario. Oh, okay. We could do Super Mario. So that.
Loading complete.
Now this one though, now these are running save states. I have it set up with a keyboard shortcut F5 and F8. Yeah, that I know for work. Oh, yeah. This should be fine. Again, I run like these systems. They have save states. So it's like you could either save it, like this one has save, it will save it. But on like Super Nintendo and like NES, I have a button where you could save it, you could leave, you could shut off, and it'll load back into where you left off. That's called a save state and it'll load. So if I do right now, F4 I think is a host. F5 is a save state. I'll show you. See that? We just went to, if I press F8, it brings me back to load state. Load states are big. They're huge. A lot of the people email me saying that they love the save states, especially when it comes down to like old retro style stuff. Like the NES, you gotta do something, you gotta go. The save states are huge. According to this, my DSX, YXL, BA. These like simple ones. Very different from like Super Mario joystick. Again, if I do that, I do F5 to save. Go back and do oh. Want to make sure that the pause works.
Here I go.
Close that up. Start. Stop. Okay, let's load it up. Configure. Tools, no. Configure controller. Okay, where is my start? There we go. Looks like I had it set to this one. Okay. Do it one more time. Luckily, Mario loads up fast. I can't hear
Loading
the audio on the
complete.
computer, so I do see that the Elgato is reading it. So. Oh, here you go. Look at see that? Load it out. Play it. The start works now. We're good to go. Perfect. Exit it out. Exit that. Perfect. The NES. I believe that's the one I was having an issue with. First thing I always get confused. Okay, so I'm moving that. No, it's the Super Nintendo that I have a lot of. I'm gonna go to NES. Again, this is all different how you have your setup, but this is how mine's set up. I have a nicely organized setup that would go straight to it. Let's load up Super Mario 3. I like that one. That's my favorite one.
Loading complete.
Load. This emulator, I'll be honest, I love this emulator, but you can't do full screen. I've tried everything. You can't do full screen. And now whatever I do, I messed up. No matter what, I can't do full screen on that.
Loading complete.
I just leave it like this. That's my only one downside. You can't get rid of it. From when I remember seeing it, I was never able to get rid of it. Okay, so looks like I can't really jump to that conclusion yet. I have to run the Zen mode. Let me see if the Joy key does anything. I should leave the Joy key out. Oh. One more time.
Loading complete.
The NES. I was trying to play Legend of Zelda. Yeah, no. Okay, we're gonna exit this. I'm gonna show you exactly what it is. I know exactly what it is. I'm gonna go to configure, input. Okay, yes, this is the one that I was trying to play with and I put in. Check this out. So I have the gamepad selected. Configure. Look at my up. See, it's like it's reading it. We're gonna clear that. Now we'll do clear down. You can see it says this hat. See this hat? That's like it was good on my other one, but then you can't. It doesn't copy over correctly per se. I've never seen that. Make sure all my buttons are set. Select this here. Good. Make sure everything reads right. I start this like this 255. You'll see it. Look at my number here, and then watch when I do the right one. Go. I go here. Correct. My turbo is up top. Turbo B. See that? Good. Turbo A. Clear. Bang. B regular. See that 255 thing? It's not right. That's why you can never just copy and paste these things. It never works. Again, just to make sure this is gonna work. Player 2. Yep. Good. Should get a mouse. Oh, I don't have to clear it. Sweet. Select. Goes there. Good. Start. That was on it. Let's just do it again just to be safe. Turbo. Yeah. Actually put it twice. And now it works. Now we could close. Now I can load up. I literally was playing last week and I was like, let me try it. I never played Zelda. I was like, let me see
Loading complete.
And now, if I do everything correctly, okay, we still have a little bit of an issue. Oh no, this is the old school way of choosing. No. back, exit.
Loading complete.
Oh, the first one that used to. No. Not registering. Figure, input. Let's do it again. There we go. Oh, it's the select. That's what it is. Watch this. If I do select, yeah. See? I knew that. Let's go bring it back to the old school now. Again. Right, up, down, good. Yeah, so this is B and A select. I've tried a different way with NES Emulator. It was just blocking here. Well, not, you see here, like the frame rate drops. Oh, actually, it's behind me. My logo's blocking it. It's not that big, you can actually see it here, right along the edge. It's the box texturing. Right here. Right there, you can see when I run, it's pop up. That's because we're pushing this up full screen. Perfect. This is okay. Let's do a different game. Just to make sure I should have to do that.
Loading complete.
Not sound right at all. I'm looking for a two-player game. I'll just get a regular Mario Bros.
Loading complete.
Okay, let's do one more. Regular Super Mario Bros.
Loading complete.
Oh, with Duck Hunt. Unfortunately, I don't have the gun. But this is like old school two-player one that you would share the controller. So beautiful. Grew up with this. This is what I love. Next, the Game Boy. Just load up Emulator. BGB. Nintendo Game Boy. Okay, so this is the same for the Game Boy Color. Okay, we'll be able to kill two birds with one stone. Let's just load up Super Mario. Oh, I remember that, the 6 golden coin game.
Loading
Classic,
complete.
bro. This actually you could do set to wide. You right click. This is BGB. I'm not a fan of the stretched look. Let's see if it recognizes anything. No. So BGB I have to configure. Joypad. Gotta hold it down. Let me load up my thing first. Okay. Okay. So this has to actually read as a keyboard. I'll explain why. the way I have this a couple of these buttons set up, it's reading as player 2 Zinmo. That was an error that I did. I have to live with it. I'm not going to change it. If I change it, it's a disaster. But we are going to fit just the way it is. Okay, so I know that this is A. This one's going to be Q. This select button is 5. Again, you're not going to understand why I'm saying those numbers. I can actually tell you how or why. There's only one controller in that, so now I believe we load up. We should be okay now. I don't remember if this has save state.
Loading complete.
But now it should be okay. No. So let's just see the keyboard input we could do. I don't think. Okay, we're gonna exit the emulator. Load up BPB by itself. Sometimes you'll find it. But this one looks like there is no. I'm not gonna give it up yet. Unless you gotta really search in depth that you wouldn't even know that it's there. I have the joypad. This is set. Miscellaneous. I'm seeing the auto load and save, but that's cheap. Okay, let's go back. It's usually like hotkeys. See, this one you could right click on it. I hate the fact that there's a person that could right click on it, but it looks like that's the way it's gotta be. It's just gotta be that way. Quick save, load. Yeah, see, it's gonna open up. Oh, okay. So BGB, no, you have to do it like that. So Game Boy is okay. The Game Boy Color, I know it was the same. But it's always good to just test it. It's running off the same emulator.
Loading complete.
It's running off of that BBG one. So far so good. This was good. In, out. Pause, good. So let's actually jump through. That's fine. Set, perfectly fine. The Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance, I know what I'm running because I only have one. It's MGBA. MGBA is what I'm running. There's actually a couple of Mario games. That's pretty cool. You want to aim for a game that for that system. Because now
Loading complete.
Okay, so this one just set it right there. You get error messages like that on Hyperspin. You can see an INI.
Loading complete.
That means that there's no configuration done. So we have to definitely load it up. It's going to download everything right now. It's going to act like the first load. Yeah. This definitely, if it said that, this has nothing. Yeah, I remember that. This one we do. Z? No, my button is Q. Am I running my Zinmo? Yes, I am. Beautiful. Let's see what it is. That's why you can see I pushed a button and it went to F, because that's how I have mine set up. I'll look through it real quick. Space. My R is here. My select is number 5. My return is number 1. I'm gonna apply that. Okay. Shortcuts, let's see. F5. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Save. Save is F5. Load is F8. So we have to load save state. There we go. Remove this one. See something, I just saw something real quick. Again, usually every emulator has like that save state and all that. You just gotta configure the buttons. Let me just double check that. Because usually there's like a last save state. No. Okay, we're okay. Go back, let's exit. Make sure that this works now. Open the INI.
Loading complete.
This one gets all enter full screen. I'm not sure. This is so far so good. Multiplayer?
Let's go.
Oh, that's if you were like connected to another one. See that? Like, wait, multiplayer? You could multiplayer. On the Game Boy Advance, it had like that Wi-Fi thing. You'd be able to wirelessly connect to people. Oh, I just exited out.
Loading complete.
Again, so this one is ABL1.
Let's go. Choose a game. Let's go. Choose a Super Mario Go. Choose a player.
F5 is to save. F8, yes, there we go. How we do it.
Here I come.
Let's see if L and R are using. Look for the L one. Let's see. Good job. Big ass shine. I end up trying that big. Usually the L and the R used to be like spinning. This is weird. I never seen it. This is very weird. Perfect. Oh, I would want to do one that does LNR.
Loading complete.
Choose a game. Here we go. Super Mario.
Maybe. Maybe this is the one that they spin on. Never go. Maybe it's not open.
Let's go.
Okay, yeah. I knew what they were. Yep. Perfect. Okay, so when we get into hyperspin, we always try each one. But I do know that because I'm exiting it right away, it's not saving the full screen on it. Should save it on it. Just load it one more. Exit that. It should automatically load into full screen. One more time.
Loading
One more time.
complete.
Loading complete. Yeah. Okay, but it's not loading like that. That's because I'm telling you, when you get into hyperspin and then you exit it, it's fine. Game Boy Color we tried. The GameCube is a Xbox controller game. Sega, the Sega 32. Okay. This one, fairly easy. Let me just see. This is running off Fusion. Fusion is really cool because Fusion actually does all 4 systems. Fusion does like my Sega 32, the Genesis. It actually does a lot. Yeah, check this out. So we have the Genesis 32 and the CD. This looks like it's configured, so this should be fine. Exit out. Let's see if we have a Street Fighter, I guess. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, there's a Street Fighter 2. So, put it over here. If there is not, that might be the something else. This again is a 32X. I usually do Pitfall. Pitfall. There you go. I always try to do games like when I test it. It gets repetitive, yes. But I do games that use all
Loading complete.
3, 6 buttons, whatever it is. With Sega 32, I believe that was a 3-button game. No LNR was introduced on that one. I'll just load this up. Yeah. So like I have like I have all that. So now I base it off of that. ABC. This is player 1 start. Okay, nope. Finish. Not exit out. We're going to exit. It looks like it was reading it. It might be the same thing. Again, that's why you just can't. You can't just copy and paste these things. You have to test it, doesn't it work? Okay. Options, the input, setup, config. Okay. I'm gonna leave this open. My girlfriend's on text now. Oh, here we go. Controller. We're gonna define this. Up, down, right. It's at the bottom of the screen. You can see it. A, B, C. Good. Start button. X, Y, Z. Mode button. Okay, here we go. How do we do that? That is the wrong button. ABC. Let's start 2, XYZ. Beautiful. The master system and the game gear. Up, down, left, right. 1, 2. Pause. Up, down, left, right. 1, 2. 5, 2. Okay, these are okay now. Like that. Now if we run Pitfall, we should be okay.
Loading complete.
I would never get bored of it. It's just fun to do. I'm sure people get happy. But again, you gotta test it. Like, you gotta do it. So far, looking good. So that 1, 2, 3, yeah. I gotta definitely do it. What's a 2-player game? Sega. Was Sonic ever playing? Virtua Fighter? WWF WrestleMania. There was only 34 games. I don't have all of them. Let's see what's up with WWF. I don't really remember playing that.
Loading complete.
Sega. I'm just slow. Oh. Okay. Just gotta test it, man. I gotta do it. Run that one more time.
Loading complete.
Coin operated burger. Oh, save states. Gotta see that. I don't know if it had save states. It should.
Loading complete.
I keep saying that. Like, if you're watching the stream, like I said that like 5 times. I don't know if it has save states. F5 and F8. Yep. You can see that. If I hit F8, yes, we are good. We are good. I know my stuff, man. If I know that the GameCube, the Genesis, the Master, all set. The Dreamcast is a Xbox controller game. SNK Neo Geo is running off of the MAM. Yeah, we have to change that. PlayStation Mini. PlayStation Mini Sony PSP is running off of the Xbox controller. Super Nintendo was the last one. Okay, here we go. The ZNES. That's the one that I should honestly clean this. The Super Nintendo. See that? I thought it was BSNES. It's not a ZNES that I'm using. On the games, let's see what we got. Probably like Street Fighter on this one. So we could test both games out. Both player 1, player 2 out. Unable to load save state is a good sign. F5 is good. Let's wait for the screen. F8 is good. Perfect. We're not good. Unless it needs joystick key to work. On joystick key, it might jump to that conclusion, but it might. Load it up one more time. Yeah, see?
Round one, fight!
Yeah, that was four buttons, left and right. Perfect. Amazing. It's so amazing.
Round
Perfect. Okay. We got the basics down. This is all set. We just have to run hyperspin and just make sure that everything works correctly. Because we didn't do the pinballs. I know the pinball ones are fine. Some of them you do have to do like a run administrator. To do that. So, to make that, I'll do that on a different day. I'm not doing that. Might as well knock this out. Simpsons, very good.
Loading complete.
Pinball. Let me get my thing ready. CDEF. Okay, here we go. Left flip or right flip for a special. Injecting textures. Cool. Beautiful. Looks amazing. Coin. Press start. There we go. Look at the plunger. These are okay. Like the number keys or F2. Yeah, there's no button that you can set to this for the camera control, but I have it on the thing. Exit out. That works good. There's another Simpsons one. Ooh. Anything like that? No, it might be the other. It might be the visual. Yes, the Simpsons Pinball Party. Great table.
Loading
Visual pinball,
complete.
let's see if it loads. There was one that you had to do like a run administrator one. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't work, but we shall see. Okay, let's see.
it coming! Keep it coming!
Let's see. I have to definitely run this as sure I know that. This is why we exit out. Let's exit this. Visual pinball. I have instructions on it too. Emulator, visual pinball. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is 5-1, we're good. Left control, enter plunger. Let's see what I got down for visual pinball. Plunger, I have it. Yeah. Exit Q. Left flipper, right flipper. Start game. Okay. This is 5. Yeah, it should be okay. Want to test? Might as well do that. F5, I believe, starts the tender. Yeah, starts the rendering. Oh, I gotta run this. Annoying. Ready is running. Let it load up. Let's see. It's tough to hear because I don't have.
Keep it coming!
Just do one. Ah, yeah. Run it again. I just visual control never did an issue. I want to say the word issue. I'm not. There we go. See that? Going to this. My plunger is here. Start game 1. Add a credit 5. Good. Let's do my nudges of the arrow keys. So left nudge, forward, right. Custom 1. Nothing. Okay. Try it one more time. Here's my Simpsons pinball. Simpsons pinball party. Yep. Definitely great pinball. I have like an actual like virtual pinball machine at work that I made. Good table.
Keep it coming! Keep it coming! Clean the garage!
Lock the door opener again, eh, Homer?
No!
This is good. We're gonna exit this, but we are gonna run it in hyperspin. Exit. Hyperspin it up. Gotta always go through hyperspin. Make sure that thing. I will always do the pinball. Simpsons pinball.
Loading complete.
Simpsons pinball party. Let it load up. I'm gonna insert the corner.
Keep it coming.
Uh-oh.
I messed that up.
Very skilled. A child.
Shoot the left ramp! Shoot the garage! You're the coolest!
Percent off expired milk.
Hey, Auto Man!
While I'm young.
Get ready for Daredevil 1!
That's great looking. I have the settings on. There's no need for high def settings. I did try to play Zelda, but when I noticed that there's conflict. For right now, we are going to run always. Like anyone that gets one of these game cases to their house, you'll notice that it's always like Mario on. Super Mario. Up. You like the artwork on it. Amazing. I didn't like this one. I hated my first one. It had like extra levels on it.
Loading complete.
Gotta always double check it. Again, I know for a fact that you can't. This has to stay in the screen. The bars are gonna always stay. You can't do anything with that. I know that there's other emulators out there, but I am the type that I am not. I make 30 of these. I am not messing around with it. That's 8. Beautiful, look at that. I'm running into it right there. Beautiful. Super Nintendo usually might be either. I'm never gonna see it. Might either be Mario or Super Street Fighter. So I can do that to make sure that it works.
Loading complete.
Loading complete. What's up? I know what it is, but I can't hear it. Again, once you get like the configuration down, you know it's gonna work. It will always work. Beautiful. Oh, they did it that way, I think. Okay, so now this is one that happens a couple of times. But there's a thing there. I'll go back. This again was a Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo always gives me this little issue that you just saw, that it won't exit out entirely. That's because there's a little stupid setting in it. Emulator, as for Super Nintendo. I'm gonna load up SNES. There's something there that's gonna say like I forgot what the wording is. Input? Devices options? There's something there. It's like confirm the quit. No, that's not. Enable something. Video. Not touching that. Have. gotta be under like miscellaneous. I know for a fact. I did put the FPS. Leave that alone. Oh, here we go. See that? Escape to game menu. Nope. I knew it about it. Make sure you save the configuration. Only that one does that. I noticed that it was wrong because when I exited, Hyperspin, I don't want to say the word froze. Hyperspin doesn't freeze. It's like if you, essentially with that, the computer went to the Super Nintendo, basically pausing the background. I exit. See that? Now we're good. You can go back, and you can see that this screen was like flat. It didn't move at all. That's because when you exited, it's still connected. You're still getting the ZNES one. Can't test that. The GameCube can't test the Game Boy. Game Boy was good. We have to. The Game Boy Advance is the one that makes the full screen.
Loading complete.
Looks like we're good. This is almost that, but let's do it. The Game Boy Advance, we have to see if it loads up in first person on full screen. Sims. Oh wow, road rage on it? The Game Boy Advance? That's just pretty cool. I would play that. I'd play the hell out of that. Rugrats, Rocket Power, wow.
Sonic Boom!
I guarantee it, every time you get a game case, you're gonna always
Loading complete.
Always. Let's see right now, will the Game Boy Advance load? Okay, it does. So we're trying to keep that. Play a little bit.
Choose a game. Mario Brothers.
Is it? Let's load it up again. I don't mind the top.
Loading
Sometimes it'll load
complete.
back into full screen, but if not, okay, it does. I want to give up yet. See if we toggle full screen. Let's see that. That's fine. I like the four, a little weird. Definitely better than four. The Sega was everything else is perfectly A-OK. Load up Centipede just for the hell of it.
Loading complete.
You see the Elgato. Oh. Okay, this. I knew this one was weird. I hate that one. No. Okay, the 2600. Alright, 2600. This one's the one that 52 is at 52.
Load.
Oops. I'm making sure that the God was taking the oil out of it. Okay. We have to fix the 2600 one. Get out. Leave that open. There's one Atari one. The emulator is like, ugh, the worst of the worst. The Atari 2600. Damn it. It should be this. EMU so yeah, it's this one. This is the worst. I'm telling you, the worst. Because the way you pick this, look at this. Look at this key binding. Look at the way this is set. Horrible. I know the up down work. It's just that it's doing the left paddle swat. I have to just put it as a random letter. Other than that, it was fine. That left, it was, you saw it. It was paddle swapping. Okay, hopefully that fixed it. It's not really a tutorial on this. I'm just hanging out, streaming with you guys. You guys are gonna look at this and be like, who didn't say okay.
Loading
Just
complete.
to see if the left paddle swap triggers is finished. The difficulty is fine. I have the difficulty set for that. That's fine. I don't know what those words are. Because right now the left paddle swap ES and everything. In the arcade version, with the wheel. I didn't have a joystick, get a wheel. Like a ball, a track ball. Come on. Yeah. Dude. Love it. Who doesn't love it? The Atari ones, they don't have save states. These are all the PC games. I'm gonna work on that. Unfortunately, the Vice, San Andreas, and Grand Theft Auto 3 don't have. They're not able to talk to the Xbox 360 controller. You have to actually download a separate program and let that run. So we're good. Set. We're done. Over. Perfect. This is ready to go out. Definitely. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out. If you ever need help with anything, with especially hyperspin related, let me know. Shout me out, give a comment, like the video. I could do more. I don't do tutorials. I should, but that's more of like you have to edit it. This is just us hanging out. I hope you guys enjoy, guys. Later, yo.